What's up YouTube? We are back at it today. It's going to be a big day because we're going to get all the timing belt components onto this long block. So as you see here, we've got it assembled with the heads on. We do not have the valve covers on yet because we need to do the valve clearance. And to do that, I gotta get the timing belt on this. So that is our next step. Okay, so the first thing to do here is going to be put the inner timing belt covers on. And the ones that originally came with both the motor and the heads were pretty banged up, and actually a few of the nut certs fell out of the plastic. But I was very fortunate that someone was selling the whole set on eBay with the hardware. Now I'm going to do the cam gears, and as you can see right here, I actually had to get a replacement because you see that chip right here? So that is probably the reason the timing belt broke, or I'm not really sure if it was the cause or the result, but it could have been involved in why the heads had bent valves. And like I was saying, here's the brand new piece. This goes on the passenger side. You can tell actually it has an R on it for right, but also the plastic one. I have a plastic and a metal, and the metal is used for the cam timing, the cam sensor, so the plastic one goes on the opposite side of the sensor. The thing is, I always use the blue, the blue medium strength Loctite on any of the timing stuff. I would never use red because it usually needs heat to get it out. Blue at least gives you a little bit of reassurance. And now same thing here with the driver's side. Alright, to tighten the cam bolts, as you can see here, kind of, I don't even know how to suggest this for everyone, but I routed it and then basically clamped it tight. And this isn't how I would normally route, but it's just a way to hold it up. So I'm going to do the same thing on the driver's side right now. Perfect. Alright, so now we'll take off all the old pulleys, the old tensioner, and the old water pump, because we have a new one of those. They all came in the Rock Auto set. So here's the new Gates timing belt kit. I also got from Rock Auto. Here's the old parts. So I got the timing belt based on the heads, so single overhead cam, so from the EJ251. Alright, so next up we'll be getting this water pump on. And as I was mentioning, you can see these water pumps are slightly different. Alright, the thermostat's on the bottom for the single overhead cam, whereas the thermostat is on the front. We're gonna go with this, and hopefully it doesn't cause us any problems, but only one way to find out. I think the only issue we may have is routing the coolant around the headers, but I think that's a solvable problem, so we're gonna go for it. And I'm gonna show you this trick quick that I actually saw on YouTube once, which is to get the gasket to stay still, essentially put two long screwdrivers, or I have like an Allen wrench and a pick in here. This just helps you keep the gasket on while you line up the other bolt holes, and then you just pull them out once it's bolted together. And you can see that I kept the gasket in place just long enough for me to put the bolts in, so I can tighten these up just a little bit. Now the Subaru shop manual tells you to tighten in their very specific torque specification, but actually all it is just clockwise in circles starting at this one. It's very light torque, it's 7 foot-pounds, so you just want to be really careful. I'm actually going to grab a smaller ratchet just to make sure I don't have too much leverage. Next will be the automatic tensioner. And that's all I'm going to do for the pulleys right now, because I actually have to show you something that I messed up to make sure that you guys don't do it if you ever come along to this. Okay, so where I messed up on this was I actually put the heads on with the crank 180 degrees out. This is pretty bad. So what I'm going to do is put the cams to a point where neither of them have any pressure on the valves, so that basically all the valves are fully closed, and then gonna rotate the crank, set the timing, and put the timing belt on. So we'll do the passenger side. So that's good, 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 good. Okay, so the passenger side is actually good. So when this is up at 12 o'clock, all the valves are actually closed. So let's check the driver's side. Now the driver's side. Ooh. So we're going to loosen these rockers here so that when we rotate the crank, we're not worried about the piston sitting in the valves. And it should make sure everything's clear. And this is fine because we're going to set valve clearance after we do the timing anyways. So now I'll get this 12 o'clock. So now we're ready to put the timing belt on. And so you start by making sure that this is loose. And then just going to line up the timing marks on the belts. last idler. Alright, now we pull the pin, assuming everything is right. We'll show you real quick. So we're looking for this mark here to line up. You can't really see it, but there's a mark there. Then we have the white there lining up there, and the blue lining up with that notch. Alright, so now we'll pull out the tensioner pin and rotate the crank 2 times. Make sure everything lines up where it's supposed to. Oh. So real quick, essentially what this is, specifically for manual transmissions, it has this extra guard. I think it's for when you're, it has something to do with changing gears quickly with the manual versus automatic. You have this guard here to make sure the timing belt doesn't skip, and what the timing belt kit provides you is a shim or a spacer basically to measure, to make sure that you have enough clearance. So I just want to show that real quick. I already did this. I'm just tightening the bolts, but this thing's kind of funny looking when you get a timing belt set. You don't have any idea what that thing's supposed to go to. So I had originally intended on including the valve lash adjustment in this video, but due to the sheer length of what we have for the timing belt and what we have for the valve lash, I'm actually going to break that into a separate video that's going to be coming out very soon. So thank you for tuning in. If you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more, share with your friends, and hope to see you again soon.